Welcome to the Daily Review. This is Razak, Senior Trading Strategist here at CMTrading, and today is August 20th, 2024, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the highlights of the day, the US dollar continues to slide versus the major pairs. But first, looking at today's major economic events. So at 2:30 South African time out of Canada, we have a core price index CPI number coming out. Now looking at the various markets, starting out with the Forex symbols, the major pairs continue to gain versus the US dollar as that inverse relationship continues with the indices. That means the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ continue to rebound on the upside. Now looking at commodities, gold holding on to its gains while oil trading lower. Now looking at the stocks, almost the entire stock market, including banks, semiconductors, technology, everything did trade to the upside, some more than others. And lastly, looking at cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin remains unchanged. So let's take a look at the markets and see what we can expect from today's trading. So here we go. First with the Euro USD. Now remember, Euro USD was the first one that had those gains to the upside. And sure enough, on a weekly chart, we are hitting that 200-day moving average and clearing it. And if we close above it with some umph, we may get back to this 1190-ish level. Now, this is all happening at the same time. And this is really what it's important, because the markets don't give it to you for free, but they do give you signs. The dollar is getting weaker on one side, and on the other side, the indices, the Dow Jones and the NASDAQ are getting stronger, and we're leading up to an FOMC meeting minutes tomorrow, okay, which is super important. And next month, we do have a rate decision. So with that all said, markets are rebounding and creating some amazing opportunities for this time of the year. Now looking at the GBP USD also, we did gain as well back to our resistance-ish level. Now, as you can see, the GBP is not as strong, and historically speaking, it's the GBP that's usually more resilient than the euro vis-a-vis the dollar. Okay, so keep that in mind. Now jumping into commodities, all right, gold holding on to its gains here. Okay, didn't shift lower, 2,500. Interesting to see what's going to happen. It's just been kind of churning in this resistance-ish area. Crude oil did retrace back to its supporters level at $72. Okay, this is really an important level as it's generally a bounce-off level. Now, looking at the U.S. markets, the Dow Jones did continue to climb higher. 41,000, we're closer to that all-time record highs. And if you look at the NASDAQ, not as close to its all-time highs. And that really reflects on the stocks. So let's take a look at it. JP Morgan, which is a big board stock, it's a Dow Jones stock, is on its resistance-ish level almost. 217, it's at all-time record highs. It's a 215 and did rebound significantly. If we look at Apple, it's trading pretty much, if you look at the chart, it looks very much like the NASDAQ, okay, which is trading in tandem and it's trading together. But if you look at something like Facebook, it's on its highs but kind of petered out here. And if we look at Microsoft, not even close. So there are some stronger stocks, there are some weaker stocks, even though the markets are going higher in this atmosphere. Now, the other one to really look at is Amazon, extending those gains back to its 178-ish level. But again, not close to its all-time record highs, but it's a second gap up, which is really important for such a stock like Amazon. Also, Cisco did have its earnings quarter reports, did gap up, and it's going. This is really an important stock. However, when I look at Intel, it's doing the exact opposite and not really, yes, it's up, but it's not really giving me that oomph. NVIDIA also did rebound nicely to 127, all-time record highs 133. Okay, this is after the stock split, of course, so keep that in mind. We're only about 5 points away. That's a big, big comeback for NVIDIA, going from $90 right back up to 127. That's a lot. I mean, just in terms of percentage points. Now, lastly, looking at Bitcoin, not doing much, okay? It's at 60,836 in a $2,000 range. Really needs to break out, but showing some resilience here. Okay, it's not going down, but it's not going up either. So keep that in mind as this is still churning. This is Razak. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.